Heyo, it's me, Harper Savage, and today we got out the sketchbook. And that's because we're going to be working on another little series here for the month of February. Now, if you were here last year, you would remember that I did a series called Funguary in short form content. Be sure to check that playlist out if you haven't yet, where I drew a mushroom-related artwork every day in February. Now, the creator of Fungurary has announced that this will be the last year they are doing it. This year they decided to do it in a weekly format instead of a daily one, so you only have to draw one mushroom related piece each week, which gives everybody a little bit of a break, including me. God knows I need it. So I'm going to open my sketchbook to the thumbnailing page to show you guys what I have planned for today's prompt, which is Decay. Now, I have the other thumbnails covered up just to not distract you guys and, you know, to keep it a secret until we get to that week. So the prompt this week was Decay, and there were some suggested mushrooms to use with Decay, and what I came up with was some kind of mythical creature. I don't know if it's real or not. I just was Googling things and started to Frankenstein animals together, where I'm gonna have like mushrooms and like plant growth coming out of like almost a deer kind of creature. That's the only idea I had, so that's why there's only one drawing here. Now we're gonna flip to a blank page to really hash out the idea here, make it more finalized, so then I can digitally draw it. Oh man, I really want to turn the book, but I can't because I don't have enough room for me to turn the sketchbook like that. I mean, maybe I could flip it over or something. Circle. Did I draw this too big to fit everything? I might have. As usual. Erase, 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 erase. Like, part of the sketchbook is almost unusable because of the curve. I'm draw a little bit smaller so I can fit everything in. That's important. God, we have like all this empty space. Okay, I had to do some moving around to get the sketchbook to be flatter for me. So I want the face to be more of a skeleton. Oh gosh, I need to probably pull up a reference for this. Need an eye hole. Progress. Need the lower jaw. I already hate how this is turning out. Oh my god, we only have like 4 lines. This is where teeth usually are. In here. Kind of want it to have like glowing eyes. Even though it's a skeleton, it shouldn't have eyes. But it's like not real, so I don't have to go for realistic or logical here. Just like we're gonna make the teeth pointy. I still don't like this. I think it's like the head's too big, but we like don't even have the body drawn for me to really decide that yet. I mean, it might look better if I had like done like the skeleton neck instead, but I have plans for this area. Just kind of thinking less like evil looking and more like mystical looking too. Not doing something right here. I also feel like I made like the antlers a bit like too thick. It's hard to really say. I kind of want the antlers to be much bigger than this, but like we're already going off the page here. How much bigger can we go? So for this area, I didn't draw the mouths back because I don't know what I'm doing yet. One of the mushrooms that suggested it for Decay was the inky cap, so I thought like I could have like this part of them kind of melting here. But it's like kind of fur. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Like being drippy and inky. Another one I wanted to like incorporate here would be like the bleeding tooth fungus. Like I just wanted it kind of on the face area, and like when you squish them, they like have red come out of them. I don't know exactly what it is. Part of me just like doesn't even want the bottom jaw. I mean, maybe the mouth is full of mushrooms. I don't have to draw the teeth. Yeah, I feel like I drew this too big, so part of it's probably going to be cut off. I'm going to have to wing it when I get to my iPad, because I feel like this needs to be a lot bigger now. Like, match the size, because I'm not willing to erase all that work I just did, okay? Almost like I forgot how to draw or something. I mean, part of me is like, maybe I don't need to draw like the lower half of it, but a lot of my mushroom design kind of went into like the body part and not just the head. I also like wanted some stuff hanging off of the antlers here. Like they've been in the mush or in a mossy area or I don't know, something. Something that'll make them look old. Like I need a reference for the deer I don't know why I keep on not having a reference for the deer. So I think I kind of want like the front legs to be like furry, like they're more than just a deer, some other animal mixed in or something. I don't know, but it's gonna be all cut off now. And then for the back legs, I wanted them to be like wood looking, like a tree twisted up. And then the tail was gonna be also cut off, I guess. Why does this keep happening? I want the tail to be like a bunch of ferns together. I don't know if I want the tail to be like going down or like swooping back into frame. Kind of rethinking this fluffy front leg deal, and maybe I'll just make them branches like the back ones. And for the body, I guess I kind of want it to look like their back is covered in moss. And it's gonna have the cordyceps, I think. I don't actually know how to say that one. But like stringy, weird ones that are like orangey, yellow, coming out of everywhere. I think it'll look more interesting, mystical, and zombie at the same time. And on the legs, we'll have the autumn, what are called autumn skull caps. They kind of look like they grow in trees or near trees, something. Also gotta make them, you know, the right shape to be believable. All in some background elements to make it look not so naked here. Gee, please. All right, I think I'm done with the sketching in my sketchbook here. I'm gonna put it on my iPad and we can get started on making this illustration digitally. Looks like Chi wants to sit up here for at least part of this segment here, so enjoy him while he's here. But I got everything onto my iPad here. We got the webcam going so you guys can see that I'm not doing AI art. So let's get started. So I decided I was going to cut out most of the sketching because it's basically just resketching what I had done traditionally, and leaving the parts where I did change and modify some things to the sketch, like the tail being one of those things. I also tried my best to cut out whenever I zoom out and in really fast and twirl the canvas around, because I know that can make some people dizzy, and sometimes the flashing can hurt people's eyes, especially in like time-lapse mode. So to be honest with you, I wasn't actually sure if I was gonna do Fungurary this year, but when I saw it was the last year to do it, I was like, well, I should probably just do it because it's the last year and it's once a week. I think I could do it, but it snuck up on me and the week is over. So I was doing this the last day of the first week. Unfortunately, I just have not been very motivated to want to really do anything lately. January was just really hard for me. I got really sick and then my dog passed away, so I just haven't wanted to really do anything. I know if I had kept not doing anything, I would never get motivated to want to like create. So I decided to just push through and go ahead and do Fungurary, despite not really being in the mood. I know for me personally, when I'm not in a great mood, my art is not good, so I don't use art as a way to, I don't know, what's the word when people try to get you to do it for therapy? Art's not an outlet for me in that regard. Like when I don't feel great, my art isn't great. I don't think it's that bad, honestly, for this prompt, but it's also not exactly what I had in mind, especially later when it comes to the coloring. I kind of colored in a way that looks like I shaded it, but not actually shading it greatly, because honestly, it was like past midnight when I started this recording for the video, so by the time I was done, it was almost 6 a.m. So I was like so over it. I do regret putting it off until last minute because this could have been so much better, I feel. I don't really know if I'm interested in going back and improving this. Maybe like in a couple years from now or something, I'll do like a draw this again challenge. If you couldn't tell, I was already not sure what to draw for this because there's only one thumbnailing for this, and the other ones I had a couple different thumbnails, but I don't know. I was like, is this a good sign or a bad sign that I like have one idea and that's what I'm set on? And I'm still not sure if it was the best idea, but I didn't have any others, so I went along with it. Honestly, when I went to do the tail, I regretted it, but I really want to draw ferns. And I never draw them good. So I don't know why I keep on insisting on drawing fern leaves, because they're like surprisingly a complex foliage to draw, because like their leaves have leaves or ruffles and it's like never-ending leaves. In the end, I don't really think the tail ends up looking like ferns. It kind of just looks like a thin type of bendy tree with leaves on it. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Also, I don't know if you noticed, we do have a chi in the background for a good portion of the process. Lucky us. I know at one point, like, my hand gets in the way of the camera a little bit, but it doesn't last long, so sorry about that. But throughout this entire drawing, I had to keep stopping and taking breaks just to keep myself going. I did want to give up at some point, but it was like a mental thing, not really like the art is terrible, this whole thing is terrible kind of deal. I'm just getting back into the swing of things. This is the first time recording in a while, so I'm just having a difficult time. Again, just being motivated and having the energy to want to do content right now, so bear with me, please. I'll get back into the swing of things. I just need a little time to do that, and I'm hoping with Fungurary I'll be able to, because I'll be like recording all of it in a timely manner because there's a deadline for these. So something I think I'm gonna work on this year, as not a resolution but just something I should do, is work on voiceovers, because I tend to not be able to do them well. And I'm also not great at reading, so scripting's not gonna really help me with that. I do have a reading disability. It's not that I'm stupid or uneducated. Disclaimer. Writing a script is just not gonna help, and I feel like I'm better candid than I am reading a script. I definitely have a reading voice too, and it's like horribly obvious when I'm reading something out loud instead of acting natural. So that being said, I know this video has quite a bit of time lapse still left to it, but I don't really have much more to say. Sorry. So I'm gonna leave you guys to some music, and I'll meet you at the end where I sound really tired. Alright, I am all done here. Honestly, I'm just glad that I'm done now. I've been working at this for so long. I just want to go to bed. But that is going to be it for me tonight. If you guys want to check out another digital art, you can tap the thumbnail here. If you want to catch up on anything you missed, you can tap the thumbnail here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to do all the cool YouTubey things of commenting, liking, subscribing, and turning on that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!